Hey guys, we've got MTV's The State Complete series on DVD this week on DVD Deep Dive. Alright guys, welcome to this episode of DVD Deep Dive. I'm Anthony, this is Collectors Entertainment Network, and this week we're going to look at the complete series of MTV's The State. But before we do that, guys, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you back. Please comment down below. Let me know your memories of The State. Also, guys, please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. And go ahead and give this video a like, because that helps a lot too. Alright, guys. So, The State is, well, it's a sketch comedy show from MTV in the mid-90s. I don't know how many of you out there are familiar with it, but those of you who are about my age probably remember it so perfectly. This came out, I think, in January of '94, which means I would have been, midway through my junior year in high school. So I was the perfect age for this silly, dumb sketch comedy show. Dumb and brilliant at the same time. And so many people have gone on to be in so many things, like, Ken Marino, Michael Ian Black, I can't remember all their names, but I'll get to it, and you'll know. Thomas something, I don't know. We'll get into it. You guys will know. A lot of these people went on to do a lot of things. So let's just get into it. So, I mean, here it is. If you know, you know when it comes to The State. And if you don't know, go back and find it. It's hilarious. I don't know if the sensibilities of the mid-90s, which at this point is 30 years ago, plays well today, but I'm telling you, it was dumb and brilliant at the same time. MTV, The State, and here you have the back. In fact, I'm going to read this back to you. Give you a little idea. The State was simply one of the sharpest, funniest, and most underrated shows of the 1990s. Originally created as MTV's first foray into the sketch comedy genre, The State was a comedic gem that rocked Generation X with slapstick, smarts, and witty sarcasm. The dynamic cast features 11 multi-talented actors who have continued to collaborate on such projects as Reno 911, Stella, Viva Variety, Wet Hot American Summer, and The 10. MTV's timeless sketch comedy show, The State, is finally here. Now, of course, it's been on DVD for a long time. You have special features right here on the back, right? Commentary featuring Kevin Allison, Michael Ian Black, Robert Ben Garant, I don't know who that is, Todd Hollaback, Michael Patrick Jan, Kerry Kenny Silver, the only woman in the cast. The other 10 were men, and the one woman, Thomas Lennon, he was on, he's on everything, but he was on the remake of The Odd Couple a few years back. Joe Trulio, Ken Marino, Michael Showalter, and David Wayne. Interviews, outtakes, exclusive bonus disc, and we'll go over that. So here's The State, right? Here's Michael and Michael Have Issues. New series starts July 15th. I don't know. These are two of the guys from The State, but I guess they went and did their own show. And of course you have Reno 911, which had a lot of the cast members. Here is a note to the fans. This basically is saying that, back in the freewheeling 1990s, we had access to a huge library of popular songs to use as a soundtrack for the show. Today, licensing this music for the DVD would have cost us millions of dollars. So they go on to say they try their best to replace the music with stuff that keeps the spirit of the sketch, intact, but that they don't either have to pay millions of dollars for, or they weren't even allowed to access it anyway. So, I mean, it's basically, they were 4 seasons, but each season is like 5 episodes. Season 2 is 6 episodes. Season 3 is 6 episodes. And Season 4 is 7 episodes. And then you got your bonus disc. So let's just take a look. See if you remember or recognize any of those people out there. There is Season 1 and Season 2. I forget. I'm imagining it was an hour, but it might have been a half hour. I don't remember at this point. I feel like it was probably an hour. Seasons 3 and 4. I wonder if you put these together. Yeah, it does look like if you put them together. That's like, because look at her hair from, her hair is there. You know what I mean? So you kind of match it up, and then and his face. So yeah, those go together. What's the bonus disc? Yeah, that's just like that. Okay, so there's that. Where were we at? Seasons 3 and 4, and there's the state bonus disc. And there you go. So let's take a look, see what we got. All right. So I don't know if I showed you. I'll show you the back. There's the back, seasons 1 and 2. There's the back of seasons 3 and 4. But there's no bonuses on there. Here are all the bonuses. So on this, you have exclusive bonus disc includes the pilot episode. Then you've got unaired sketches from the pilot. Then you've got all your unaired sketches from season 1, all your unaired sketches from season 2, and from season 3. Then you have outtakes. Then you've got special appearances. So you've got the state on the Jon Stewart Show, MTV's Shut Up and Laugh, Panama City, 1996. You have spring break safety tips, and you have MTV Christmas party video, and then you've got some promos, I guess some ads, that ran on, on MTV to promote the show. So I can't even give you, well, there are some sketches I guess I could talk about. While there are some sketches, I can't even give you the title of the sketches in today's world. I'm telling you, go back and watch this show. There was Doug, who was like, he was like a teenager, and he thought his parents didn't understand, and he had his friends, and he's like, and I'm Doug, and you don't understand, and, so there's that. Then there's the sketch about the 3 people who live in an apartment together, and they're sort of characterized by their either ethnic backgrounds and stuff like that. So I'm not going to say it here on the channel. It's not really offensive, but you could go back and watch that. So there's Doug. There's the bearded men of Space Station 11, and that's a great sketch. Because there's like everyone on the space station has a beard, but except for one, so they try to figure it out. It's a great sketch. They're all great sketches. You got the guys. I think it was Michael Ian Black and Thomas Lennon. They're like groovy guys, and they're always in like kind of like crazy suits or whatever, and that's funny. You got Ken Marino. He's got a famous sketch. It's a really great show, guys. Again, if you're mid-40s like me, late 40s, you were either in high school or maybe college days in the mid-90s, you know about the state. I'm sure you do. If you're either much older or or a little bit younger, you might not know because it kind of came and went. But again, the people on the show, a lot of them are still doing stuff. Michael Ian Black has a new comedy show on CNN with a couple other people, not from the state, but so he's doing stuff. A lot of them are doing stuff. A lot of them, you had like your main actors, and a lot of them were sort of like secondary actors, but they were more the writers and stuff like that, because it was like an ensemble company, the state. They put it all together. They were the writers and the actors. So a lot of them were more writer than actor. They'd be little bit parts, and then you had the people that were a little bit more actor than, say, writer or behind the scenes. But again, guys, I can't recommend it enough. The state was just like, it came out at the perfect time for me because of my age. So it came out in January of 1994. So that means it came out middle of junior year. So January, I would have just turned 17. So I was the perfect age. Dumb teenager. Love it. Again, dumb and brilliant. Like, it's both. It's brilliance is the stupidity of a lot of it. But it is witty. Like, it's not just there are some just broad comedy bits. Don't get me wrong. But there are some that are, are quite witty and, a little bit deeper. And sometimes it's so broad, but you gotta look under. And some of it is just big, broad comedy strokes that are just funny. I mean, that's what it is. But anyway, guys, The State from the mid-90s on MTV, one of the best things of teenager, one of the best shows that was on when I was a teenager. All right, guys, again, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share. All those things help the channel so much, and it is so greatly appreciated. All right, that's going to do it. The State, MTV's The State, the complete series. Until next time, guys, have a good one.